Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Please, if this is your first time here, kindly don't make it the last time by subscribing down below. Thank you so much. So my last update about Jodah and Akbar was how Jalal announced an urgent Meena Bazaar in order to humiliate and disgrace Jodah. But at the end of the day, Jodah won what is even worth more than diamond that Benazir won. Please, before we continue, please, I would like to clarify something. Throughout yesterday, I was saying that she is Benazir, and today again, I'll be saying she is Benazir, because this Jodah and Akbar, this particular series, their names are so difficult to pronounce. And I don't even want to tell you guys how many hours I always spend on the update of this Jodah and Akbar. To edit and to do voiceover on it is very, very difficult because of their name. So if I call her Benazir or I call her Benazir, just know that she's bearing the two, please. Thank you. So let's continue. After the Meena Bazaar, Moti asks that what was Jodah thinking about, but Jodah says nothing and that she was just tired. And Moti says that Amida is the best mother-in-law. And Jodah says but her son Jalal, what did Moti think about him? Did Moti think that Jalal is a good human? And did Moti not see what Jalal did in Meena Bazaar as he was saying over the top words for Benazir? Moti says so what because she is sure that Jodah was not affected, just like Jodah always say. Jalal says to Salima that he will sleep peacefully after so many days, and Salima says that it seems that Jalal enjoyed Meena Bazaar, and Jalal says yes, even though it has a difficult colors, and Salima leaves saying good night. Jalal was thinking and he says that it was fun seeing jealousy in Jodah's eyes, for which he has to be biased and he is even partial just to see Jodah burning in jealousy. Mahamanga says to Rukaiya that it is not good that Amida favors Jodah that much, and she gave her ancestor's necklace to Jodah and not to Rukaiya. And Rukaiya says that it is because Amida knows that she have no interest in jewels. But Mahamanga continued to instigate Rukaiya, saying that but the way Amida was praising Jodah, after that, nobody can stop Jodah to become the special queen. And Rukaiya asked Mahamanga to just shut up because she have no fear for Jodah. Mahamanga told Rukaiya that she is a well-wisher and she doesn't want somebody to come between Rukaiya and Jalal, but with Queen Jodah around, then Rukaiya's relationship is in danger and Rukaiya should think about it, and Mahamanga leaves. Oshia asks Rukaiya to sleep, but Rukaiya says that she is not feeling sleepy, and Oshia asks Rukaiya not to think over Mahamanga's words because Jodah has fallen down in Jalal's eyes today, so Amida saved her. Otherwise, the same thing that happened in Raham Tanu's singing celebration would have happened again. Rukaiya says no, and she actually knows that Amida thinks that she cannot give Jalal an heir, so Amida has hopes with Jodah, and Oshia asks whether Rukaiya would discuss this with Jalal, but Rukaiya says that for that, Mahamanga is enough because she has to take revenge from Jodah for her son, so she doesn't have to do anything else. Jodah says to Moti that Jalal unnecessarily says good words to Benazir, but Moti says no, Jalal's word was not unnecessary because Benazir is beautiful and she has brain, and she also knows about painting and sword fighting. Jodah gets irritated and says that but Moti is her friend, and Moti asks that why is this much irritation. Jodah says that do Moti not think that Jalal was biased giving Benazir the diamond, but it doesn't matter to her. Moti says that it matters because Jalal had given Benazir diamond, but Amida gave Jodah her ancestor's necklace, and do Jodah know the meaning of that? And Jodah asks Moti not to think too much and go to sleep. Jodah lies on the bed and thinks about how Jalal had given Benazir diamond, and Jodah gets up and thinks that what is happening to her because all day Jalal keeps irritating her and she couldn't even sleep at night as well, thinking about Jalal's action. Benazir was looking at the diamond and she says that Jalal did not give the diamond to any of his queens, but he gave it to her, and that means that she is special. Zakira says that but there is a long way for Benazir to go to get what she wanted, and Benazir says that but she has made a place in Jalal's mind, and Zakira says that if Jalal thinks that Benazir is special, then he would have come to Benazir's room that day, and Mahamanga comes there and asks Benazir not to be so happy with one diamond because they have to make Jodah go away from Jalal finally, and Benazir asks that how. Mahamanga comes to Jalal and says that she had bear the pain when her only son was sentenced to jail, but she cannot see Jalal being insulted, and Jalal asks that who has insulted him. Mahamanga says that it was Jodah that made fun of Jalal by showing that baby cradle, and Jodah made fun of Jalal for not being a father, and she pointed finger at Jalal's manliness. Mahamanga says that she has a doubt that maybe Jodha is taking revenge from Jalal for her fiancé's death, and she knows that Jodha ate her, which is okay, but Jalal is her husband, so how can Jodha do this to him? Mahamanga says that she knows that Jalal used Benazir to make Jodha jealous, but Jodha pointed finger at Jalal's manliness instead. Jalal says that Mahamanga is right, and as a king, he would have to stop Jodha, which he will do soon. And Mahamanga thinks that Jodha has taken advantage of Hamida's favor, but now she, Mahamanga, would definitely take advantage of Jalal. In the morning, Atgar says to Jalal that he should look at the queen, and Jalal looks at Jodha coming, and he asks Atgar that he will talk to him later, and Atgar leaves. Jodha comes and says that she wants to give Jalal something, but Jalal says that what Jodha gave him yesterday wasn't enough, and Jodha comes from the back and she tries to open Jalal's palm, and Jalal turns and sees Jodha with an angry face, and Jodha says that she was coming from the temple, and she saw Jalal sitting here, and she thought of offering Jalal this prasad, that is offering, and she knows that Jalal is angry with her. But why is Jalal angry with the God's offering? And Jalal takes the offering like a first kid, and Jodha asks that now Jalal should tell her what he did not like about yesterday. Jalal says that the slap that Jodha gave to him yesterday has hit his soul, and Jodha asks that what is Jalal talking about. Jalal says that Jodha thinks that he doesn't understand her intention behind giving that baby cradle as a gift, and because of that, Jodha has taunted him that he cannot give her to the kingdom, and Jodha says that because of that cradle, Hamida gave her the necklace, and Jalal is thinking this way. Jalal asks that what do Jodha mean, and do Jodha think that his thinking is wrong or what? And Jodha says yes, because Benazir has painted Jalal and sell it off. Then Jalal gifted her a diamond. So Jalal have a thinking problem, and Jalal says, oh, so Jodha have problem with Benazir. Jodha says that it is not only her, but everybody are talking about Jalal's closeness with Benazir. And Jalal says that he always take a stand for Jodha, and he always support her, but in return, Jodha made fun of him and his manliness, and as a husband, he has every right on Jodha, so it is Jodha that has thinking problem and not him, so Jodha should just go. Jodha was about to say something, but Jalal asked her not to, and Jodha goes away. Moti tells Jodha that some women were selling cream for beauty, but she did not buy it for Jodha because Jodha is already beautiful. And Jodha says that, but yesterday, Moti was saying that Benazir is beautiful, and Jodha then talks about Benazir and her beauty. But Moti asks Jodha to think about Jalal and not Benazir. And Jodha says that Moti is right, and she thinks that her way with Jalal might have given Jalal a wrong sign, and her behavior with him is not right as well. So she thinks of apologizing to Jalal for her undue behavior. Jodha says that she wanted to talk to Jalal, but he was not in the mood to hear her out, and Moti advised her to try again, and Jodha gives it a thought. Rahim was taking Jodha with him, and Jodha asked him to slow down, because the shawl that Barma has sent her will get dirty, and Rahim runs while Jodha tries to catch him, and Rahim comes to Jalal, who looks at Jodha and says that he thought that Jodha had called him alone. Rahim says that both Jalal and Jodha knows how to fly kite, so he wants to learn it from them. But Jodha says that it is very cold, and Rahim should go inside. But Rahim says that if Jalal can sit outside, then he can also sit outside. And Jalal laughs and says that Salima will scold Rahim if he sits outside. And a servant comes there and says that Salima has called Rahim, and Rahim goes unwillingly. Jodha says to Jalal that it is really cold here, and Jalal nods. And Jodha says that Barma has sent her this shawl, and Jalal likes the shawl, and Jodha comes behind Jalal and gives him the beautiful shawl. And she smiles and says that she was thinking of what to give Jalal, and she came up with the idea of giving him the shawl because it is cold. Jalal likes Jodha's shawl very much, and he thanks her, and then says that he is wondering what to give Benazir in this winter. And since Jodha had given him the shawl, so he thinks that the shawl will be a perfect gift for Benazir, and he is going to gift her the shawl. Jodha was feeling very jealous and hurt that Jalal would again gift Benazir the shawl that she just gifted him, and Jalal looks at Jodha's face with a smile. Benazir comes into the garden and says that she hopes that Jalal would like this, and Zakira says yes. A soldier comes there and scolds the other soldiers for blocking Benazir's way, and the soldier asks Benazir to come with him, and the soldier asks Zakira to go back, but Zakira says that she is here to protect Benazir, so she would be with her, and the soldier says okay. The soldier says to Benazir that he is just blown out because of her beauty, and Benazir says that it is nothing new, and the soldier says that he has gone mad for Benazir and he asks her to just spend one night with him and he would not disappoint her. Zakira fights with the soldiers, but the soldier insults her and called her a servant, but Benazir says that Zakira is not a servant and her name is Zakira, and she will tell the soldier whom she is by the time she complains to Jalal about the soldier. The soldier immediately changes his tone and asks for forgiveness, and Benazir says that it is okay and the soldier should go. Zakira asks that why did Benazir forgive the soldier, and Benazir says that she doesn't want enemies here and all she wants is Jalal. In her room, Javeda dressed up just like Benazir and she started dancing in front of the mirror just like Benazir, and Resham was enjoying her dance. Mahamanga comes there and scolds Javeda and she asks Javeda to wear a normal clothes back. Resham comes there and jokes with Mahamanga that where was she when Adam was marrying Javeda, and Mahamanga replies that she got misled about her mind by Javeda's innocent look. And Mahamanga then shares the dream she had about controlling the Hindus by becoming the all-powerful chief minister. And Resham says that Mahamanga is already ruling through Jalal, but Mahamanga dreams of becoming even more powerful. Benazir comes into her room and she says that now is the time for letter, and Zakira says yes because Benazir's mom must be worried for her, so they should write a letter to her, and Benazir writes a letter with some poetry, and Zakira asks whether anybody would understand what she wrote, and Benazir says that she have a mind, so what she has written has different meaning. Outside, the same soldier who fled with Benazir earlier was checking the things that was to be sent, and he sees Benazir's letter and he says that he is starting to love her, and he reads her letter but he doesn't understand what has written, but he deduces that there are some secret message in the letter, and he feels that Benazir is on a secret mission in their kingdom. Benazir comes to Jalal after asking for permission, and Jalal allows her. Benazir says that she thought that Jalal would tell her that she needs no permission to come to him, and Jalal says that he is a king, so Benazir would always need permission to see him. Benazir says that Jalal's mood is off and she offers him drink, but Jalal says no need, and he asks Benazir that what does she need, and Benazir says that she needs Jalal's happiness and that is only what she wants, and she touches Jalal's hand and she tries to touch Jalal's hairs, but Jalal stops her and she sits beside Jalal and whispers in his ears that it would be a good luck if she gave Jalal some peace. Jalal says that he doesn't need Benazir now, so she should just go and sleep, and Benazir leaves. Jalal irritatedly washes his hands and says that his plan was not to spend the night with Benazir, but to only make Jodha jealous. In the morning, Jalal was sitting outside and Jodha comes there, and Jalal smiles and says that he knew that Jodha would come with remedy after knowing that he has hurt his foot. But Jodha angrily says that Jalal has many helpers that can take care of his wound, and Jalal asks all the servants to go and they all leave. Jalal says to Jodha that Benazir liked the shawl a lot, even though Jalal did not really give the shawl to Benazir. And Jodha says that her father had given her the shawl, and she gifted Jalal the shawl, but Jalal gave the shawl to Benazir. And Jalal says sorry, but he cannot take back the shawl from Benazir because it is against his respect. Amida comes there and asks that how did Jalal got hurt in his foot, and Jalal says that it is nothing much and it is ordinary for the king to get hurt, and Jodha has brought remedy for him, but Jodha is refusing to apply it on his foot, so Amida should tell him if that is right from the Mughal Empire's queen, and Jodha makes face. Amida says that it is every wife's wish to take care of her husband, and Amida asks Jodha to apply the ointment on Jalal's wound, and Jodha sits and applies the ointment on Jalal's feet, and Jalal thinks that he can do anything and he can make Jodha sit in his feet, and Jodha thinks that she wouldn't have done this if Amida was not here, and Jalal thinks that he is hurt but he can see the pain on Jodha's face, and Amida leaves. After Amida left, Jodha gets up and asks angrily that what do Jalal think, and do Jalal thinks that anything he wants would happen, and suddenly Amida comes back and Jodha again sits back to apply the ointment on Jalal's wound, and Jalal complains about Jodha's anger to Amida, but Jodha says that because Jalal has wound on his leg and he wanted to go outside, so she was stopping him from going outside, and Amida says that she came to tell Jalal that Misra Hakim is coming, and Jalal says that he knows and he tries to get up, and Amida asks him that where is he going to. Jalal says that he has so much work in the court, and Amida asks that how do Jalal wanted to go because his leg has wound, and Jalal says that Jodha would help him, and Jodha looks at Jalal, and Jalal feels satisfied, and Jodha gives her shoulder to Jalal, and Jalal gets up but sits again, and Jodha says that Amida told him not to walk but he doesn't want to listen, and why do Jalal always play games with her, and she wouldn't have helped Jalal if Amida was not there. Jalal asks that but Amida is not here now, so why is Jodha still helping him? And Jodha says that it is because Jalal is injured. And Jalal says Benazir, and Jalal says that Jodha can go now because Benazir would help him. Benazir comes there and asks that how is he doing? And Jodha quickly answered that Jalal is fine and the remedy has already been applied to the wound. And now Benazir is here, so she can help him, and Jodha gets up to go. And Jalal asks Benazir to come and help him. But as Benazir was helping Jalal to get up, Jodha refused to go and Jalal smacks. Jodha couldn't take it anymore and she leaves from there angrily, and immediately Jodha leaves. Jalal told Benazir that he is fine now and he will go on his own, and Jalal leaves, and Benazir says to herself that she knows that Jalal is only using her to make Jodha jealous, but she will make sure to do something before it is too late and everyone will be shocked soon. Alright, thank you so much guys for watching. Please, if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to share this video, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.